And welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, Baseball Edition. I'm Terry, Tim beside me, Occupancy bottom left, Nick bottom right, and we are ready to break down some baseball. So we have 5 games chosen. As always, last pitch. If anybody wants to hear a specific game, they can request it, and we'll go over it. But let's just jump right in here to the first one. The Phillies are in Miami facing Lopez here. Plus 108 for the Phillies, minus 126 for the Marlins, total 7.5. I got burnt by this by 1 run, and I know I shouldn't, but I'm going right back to it again. I'm taking the first 5 under 4.5 at minus 139. I think this is going to be a low-scoring start to the game at least, and Miami is definitely a team that I look at under. Yesterday, obviously, 5 runs. The 5th run was in the bottom of the 5th, and so I was so close, but so far away. I'll try my luck here again with under 4.5. Tim, Phillies and Marlins, any thoughts here?
I'm going right back to the spot I went to yesterday, and my spot won yesterday. I like the Miami Marlins. This is a team that I'm going to be backing for a good chunk of time, especially when there's certain pitchers on the mounds like Lopez, like Alcantara. Those are the 2 big guys that I'm going to be following most of this year. 100% the pitching advantage is with Miami. Lopez, I know we had a good start from Zach Eflin last time. It was against the Oakland Athletics, so I don't really think we could really take that for much. But I feel like this is a good spot for Miami to get a second win in a row. It's a second game of 4-game series. Honestly, I could see Miami winning 3 or 4 games in the series. I'm not high on this Phillies team as most people are. I feel like this could be a good spot for Miami to slowly work their way back up after a rough out west trip to the beginning of the year. Going for 2 in a row for Miami tonight.
All right. Occupancy, Phillies and Marlins. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, I like this game. Looking at Pablo Lopez's career stats, he's 18-21 over his career with a 4.0 ERA. He's 26 years old, so you kind of expect pitchers like this to find, if they are going to be good career pitchers, expect them to find their way here. And just looking at the stats in the beginning of the season, Miami's done their fair share with the bats. And their defenses look pretty good. In the first 5, Miami's put up, 9 runs and let up 13. So, they started off slow in that first series, but I think they picked it up. And, look, I like Miami here. A cash ticket with Miami last time. Lopez was on the mound, and I think I'll do it again here. So, Miami money line for me.
All right. Nick, are you also on the Marlins here?
Yeah, I love the fish. And this line moved a lot because this is now up to minus 125, minus 130 with those Marlins, and I got it at minus 112 last night. I like Pablo Lopez. I think potentially that this Miami Marlins has one of the best young rotations in baseball, like with Alcantara, with Lopez, with Sixto Sanchez in there as well. I don't think he started yet, but this is a good Trevor Rogers, another one, a good young rotation for the Marlins. And I'm going to look to back them here. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game as well. But I'm going to go with I'm going to go right back to the fish here. Minus 112 is what I got him at.
All right. Well, I like the sounds of a low scoring game. Let Miami win the game 3-0. That would be good. We'd all be happy. We'll move on here to the next one. The Giants in Rhode Island, minus 152, are in Cleveland facing the Guardians. Plusac, plus 128. In this one, a total of 7.5. I'm going to the under 4.5 in the first 5 again for this one. Both pitchers are pretty good. I honestly can see this being a 1-1 score after 5. I do have San Francisco money line in my 4-teamer, which is already partly started. The Mets, the Blue Jays, the Giants, and the White Sox are my 4-teamer. So I do like the Giants to win here, but I'm not betting them minus 152. So that's why they're in my parlay. But singly, I went with the first 5 under 4.5. Tim, Giants and Guardians. What do you think here?
Yeah, I'm not really sure about. I have nothing invested in this game. Looking at it, Rendon had a good year last year with Chicago. I'm not going to take that away from him. I feel like San Francisco's a little bit of a different team to play for. Cleveland, Zach Plesac's on the mound, who had a good first start, but I can honestly see this game being an over. The total is at a 7.5. Normally, when I look at 7.5, it takes one inning kind of to mess that up, because all of a sudden you get like 2 runs in the top half, 3 runs in the bottom half, and all of a sudden that's 5. And for the rest of this 8 innings, you only need 3. I love when my freaking come on. I have the baseball games up on the side, and for whatever reason, every like 20 minutes, an ad pops up and it's just loud. I have it muted and it still comes up with volume. It's just like, what the heck, whatever. I kind of lean towards an over in this game. I think we could see some runs, but I didn't bet this game.
All right. Ice X says he's going to learn a lot. Yep. That's what the show's for, is for a lot of people that don't really know a lot of baseball. Obviously, we're a hockey channel, but we're going to have the baseball show too, to help out people that don't really know baseball or that are kind of new to it. AJ's new. Welcome. Thanks for coming on in. Kev, what's up? And then Nathan, what's up, guys, as well. And Vito likes Dodgers run line. Not a game we chose to talk about, but we might get to it here in a bit. Occupancy, what do you think here? Giants and Guardians.
Yeah, guys, the angle I'm taking here is looking at the Giants' travel schedule. So they started off at home. They had 2 series with the Marlins and the Padres, and now they're going on the road. Cleveland has been this early season wagon that people probably just jump on, and they I'm not going to look to take the Cleveland in the full game here, but yeah, right now I'm between the plus half a run in the first 5 if you want to lay a little juice, or even the full money first 5 money line here. Cleveland's bats have been put up 28 runs in the first 5 to open the season, and they've only let up 8. So they're really playing well in the beginning of the game here. Look, the Giants are a good baseball team, and I think your parlay could definitely still be alive here, Terry. But listen, I think I'm gonna take a stab. Depending on what you guys end up saying on this game, but yeah, I'll either the plus half a run in the first 5 or the full money line in the first 5 for me here for the Guardians. Take a shot.
All right, Nick, Giants and Guardians. What do you think here?
Yeah, give me the Guardians in every way, shape, or form here. I got them first 5 in full game money lines. It was plus 120 for the first 5, plus 126 for the full game. Who had after they scored 1 and 0 the first 2 games, 6 games into the season, they're number 1 in runs per game scored this season. They average 7.5 runs per game. They've done 17, 10, 10, and 7 the last 4 games. They are hitting really well right now. And I'm not particularly high on this Giants team. I think they definitely overexceeded expectations last season. And I think they're going to regress back down to being an 85 win team, 87 win team, maybe. I don't see this Giants team doing exactly what they did last year. I like this Guardians team. I said this Guardians team was going to be a little bit sneaky this year. A lot of people wrote them off. I was iffy on them, but if they're going to continue hitting like this, I'm going to continue to back them. So I took them first 5 and full game. I love them as a dog today. I think we're getting a great price. It's their home opener. Give me the team that's hot right now.
All right. Yeah, I think these two teams are kind of close. Like, if you think like Giants are like an 87 or 88 win team or whatever, what do you think Cleveland's going to be?
About even.
Mid-70s.
81.
Mid-70s?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think Cleveland's going to be good.
Okay. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So you guys, you seen Cleveland's offense. I think, yes, obviously they've been scoring a lot. But I'm kind of hoping that, or I'm expecting that to go back to where maybe not where we expected them to be, but I think that's going to level off a bit. I think it's a bit of a.
Eventually, yeah, I'm going to ride it out though until it stops. I've made money with them this year.
Yeah. We'll move on here to the next one. Tampa Bay is in Chicago facing the White Sox. Rasmussen against Cease here. A total of 8. I'm on the White Sox first half, and I'm on the White Sox full game. Both at the White Sox first 5, minus 132. White Sox full game, minus 130. Normally, I don't really like to go with that price, but I like the White Sox. I like what they've been doing so far. And I don't like what this Tampa Bay team has been doing so far. I think Cease is going to do well. Maybe 1-2 runs at the most after 5 innings. So I think the White Sox will be leading throughout the entire game, and I get the win here. Tim, Rays and White Sox, any thoughts here?
This is one of the trickier games. I like Dylan Cease. I think he's a good pitcher. It's just more of a Tampa Bay is coming off of a bad series versus an Oakland team. And I'm trying to determine whether or not Oakland is actually going to be good this year or if Tampa Bay and Philly are just going to struggle. I'm trying to figure out that. I don't think Oakland's a good team. I would kind of lean towards the Tampa Bay side at plus money coming off of a bad series because I think a lot of people might be writing them off after that ugly series versus Oakland. Everybody saw Chicago's off to a 4-2 start. They're off to doing pretty well. And Cease is one of my Cy Young candidates. I like Cease. I think he's going to have a good year. But it would be a lean towards Tampa Bay at plus money in this game. I have nothing invested in this one, so take that with a grain of salt. But I kind of lean towards Tampa Bay.
All right. Well, I hope for your Cy Young that Cease wins. I hope your prediction's there that he wins and does well. Occupancy, Rays and White Sox. What do you think here?
Yeah, this is a interesting matchup just because, like you guys said, I mean, Tampa has been struggling. So, quick stats that I'm looking at, Tampa Bay, 18 runs for in the first 5 to open the season and 23 against. And Chicago White Sox are 16 runs for, 7 against. So the number that really stands out to me is that 7 there. The Chicago White Sox have been playing good defense. So, translate that into what you will, and how do we make some money off that? I think an even shot at Chicago White Sox in the first 5 on the money line. You can get that at 1.7, about minus, let's see, what's that, 130, 135 here. Just to ride the money line here. I think that's an interesting look, especially if minus 145. Look, I think it's I'm not running to the window. Super excited about that one. But just a look for this game.
All right. Nick, Rays and White Sox, what do you think here?
Yeah, I like the White Sox in this spot. I like Dylan Cease a lot. I think that if you can see his full potential this year, he can be someone who finished top 5 for the Cy Young voting or something along those lines. He has potential to lead the league in strikeouts. So he has that type of stuff. And I can definitely see him being able to have a good performance here against a Rays team that I was meh on beginning of the year because I think they're still a very talented team, but they play in arguably the toughest division in baseball. So, I mean, they have to face the Orioles 19 times a year. So, I mean, that just tells you how difficult their schedule is. So, I'm obviously joking. It's the Yankees, Red Sox, and Jays. But Drew Rasmussen, I think is actually a decent pitcher, but I think the White Sox are the spot here. They're getting Jimenez back in the lineup. They're getting Grandal back in the lineup. They didn't have those two yesterday. So I think this is a spot here. The White Sox take care of business. I took them at minus 140. This line actually has dropped a little bit, but yeah, I think that the White Sox win this game.
Oh, so me and Nick agree. I like it. Normally good things happen when...
All right, so Tampa Bay, might as well just take them on the run line. What do you think of occupancy? Nick and Terry agree that's normally not a good sign.
Oof, I don't know. White Sox defense.
I'm gonna switch. My dog of the day is Tampa Bay now.
Moving on, I will go into the next game. I did not pick this game, but it is one of the ones we're going to talk about here. The Cardinals, Mikolas are in Milwaukee facing the Brewers. Peralta, a total of 8.5 in this one. I didn't get to anything in this one. The Cardinals at plus money are appealing. I'm trying not to take yesterday's game too much into my thoughts, but the Brewers are playing well right now. So I couldn't get to anything here. I want to take St. Louis at the plus money, but I think the Brewers are probably the right side. Peralta looked pretty rough in his first start. I don't expect him to continue that going forward. So this game is a pass for me because I lean both sides and I can't pick. So pass for me. Tim, Cardinals and Brewers, what do you think here?
Yeah, I helped you pick out this game. I don't have anything in this one, but I knew that everybody would probably ask about this game because this is like probably the marquee matchup of the night. And I would lean Milwaukee. We saw what happened yesterday. I know it's yesterday and everything, but that was with St. Louis's best pitcher on the mound in Wainwright. Miles Mikolas is not good. Not by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think he's. Whenever you see him, you normally go over a lot with him. The only reason why I'm not going over is because Milwaukee's offense is just not there. But with Freddie Peralta, we saw him have a rough first start, just like we saw Woodruff and we saw Burns have rough starts. And then the second game of their thing, Woodruff had a good start. Burns had a good start. I think this is Freddie Peralta's bounce back spot. I'm not as high on the Cardinals as I am on the Brewers this year. I think the Brewers will have a good team. I think they just had a rough opening weekend. I would take it would have to be Brewers run line or the over in this game, but I feel like this is definitely a good spot for Brewers again.
All right. Occupancy. Do you have any opinions here on side or total?
Yeah, I'm with Tim here. I lean heavily towards the Brewers. To open the season, they let up 19 in the first 5 against, and they've scored 12, but they're trending back towards playing good defense in their last 2 games. They've let up no runs in the first 5. You guys know who the pitchers are for the Brewers. They had 2 really good starts on the last 2 here. So I don't know what's going on, but it does seem like the Brewers have gotten it together. The way I'm leaning is to take the Brewers in the first 5 -0.5. You get that for minus 115. Just with the kind of the Cardinals, I just don't trust them. I really don't trust them at all. So yeah, that's the look that I have for this one.
All right, Nick, Cardinals and Brewers. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, I made money with this matchup yesterday. I took the first 5 under. I was also leaning towards the Brewers. I wish I went ahead and bet the Brewers as well. But this is a spot here where I see both Tim and Occupancy are leaning Brewers, and I doubled up on the Brewers. I have them first 5 run line and full game money line. We've seen this with both. This is I want to say a top three, their top three in their rotations is probably top three in baseball for a trio with Peralta, Burns, and Woodruff. We saw those three struggle in their first games. What have they done since then? Burns, 7 shutout innings. Woodruff, 5 shutout innings. Fill in the blank there. Yeah, I think this is a spot here where we see a good performance from Peralta. I'm not a fan of Michaelis. I think that the Brewers can probably get 3-4 runs off of him in the first 4 innings or so. And I think this is a game where the Brewers win another one like 5-1, 6-1. So Brewers first 5, run line, full game, money line for me.
All right. Before we get to the last game, we're going to answer one of Cubano's questions again. You have such great questions, Cubano, that I find we always answer them right. So for me here, I don't have any NBA tonight, but I probably will tomorrow. If you want the picks, check on my spreadsheet. The link is in the description of this video. Tim, any NBA that you like tonight?
Yep. At this point, I can only give you one play, and that's the Cavs money line. I have the Pelicans, but I got them at +4. That was before Paul George got ruled out. Paul George, yeah, he got ruled out for the Clippers. Now the Pelicans are 1-point favorites. I'm not too confident in my Pelicans +4 anymore because I love fading the injury report, and I feel like this is a spot now that the Clippers end up winning this game by like 15. I'm kind of worried about that. I have my Pelicans +4. I've been riding them pretty far through the last little bit since CJ McCollum got traded there, but it's Cavs money line, and I guess Pelicans.
All right. Yeah, Cabana says we'll talk about it on the NHL. We got 3 hours anyway. But Tim is not on the NHL show, and he's the NBA expert, so that's why I thought I'd ask him. Occupancy, is there anything that you like in the NBA?
I don't cap the NBA, but I tail.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked at anything. I'm going to be looking at tomorrow's card more. Nick, is there any NBA that you got to tonight?
Yeah, I talked Tim into the Cleveland Cavaliers on the money line because I've seen tons of money come in on the Hawks, and the line's only gone from 3 down to 2.5 to 2. So it's a little bit of reverse line movement there. I have my numbers said that Cleveland should be a 2.5 point favorite. So I like the Cavaliers tonight. All
right. Sam says Clips by 5+. And AJ says Pels are scrappy. So that is our little NBA edition of the show. We'll jump on here to the next one. The Braves and Wright are in San Diego facing Gore, -116 for the Padres, -102 for the Braves, total 8.5. Wright had a great first start. Not much else you can really say. He had an excellent first start. Gore has not pitched yet. He's I believe he's a rookie. I'm not 100% positive. Yeah, but
he's making his major league debut.
Okay. So this game, unfortunately, I didn't get to. I want to bet the Braves, especially after losing big to the Padres yesterday. But I don't know. The Padres might just be better than the Braves. That's a possibility. So this game is kind of tough for me. I'd kind of lean with the first 5 under, but I'm not going to bet that one with a pitcher that I've never seen before, and there's no MLB stats on him, so he could either come and play really well, or he could let up 6 runs in the first inning and screw my ticket. So I didn't get to anything here. Tim, anything you like, Braves and Padres?
Yep, this is where my best bet for the show is going to lie, and that's going to be the over in this game. You get the Braves, who just got completely dismantled yesterday, and you better believe they're going to come out ready to go today. On the other side, they get to face off against a pitcher making his major league debut. On the other side, the Padres, they've been hitting pretty well. Or they've been doing pretty well. They had a really good game last game, obviously, but I feel like they can get a little bit off of Wright. I'm not too high on Wright either. I feel like this could be a good spot for a 7-5 type back and forth game. Who wins? I don't really care. I think this is just going to be an over the 8.5 for this game.
Sorry, sorry about that. Yeah, the screen, it was sorry. Yeah, occupancy, Braves and Padres. Any thoughts here?
Yeah, Atlanta has been playing well, but not in the last two games. They've put up 0 runs in the first five. I think they got grade by Washington, and then we saw what happened yesterday, Musgrove, I think, and the Padres. So they're having problems. Atlanta is just a team, you could supposed to rely on, and then you're going to come out both games and just disappoint your fans and people betting on them. So I expect them to bounce back tonight. Looking at the over 4.5 for the first five and -110. I think, like you guys were saying, with Gore making his debut, I think it shouldn't go smoothly, right? I mean, what MLB starting pitcher has a smooth first game? I don't know.
DeGrom did.
Well, DeGrom is
Steven
DeGrom.
Strasburg did when he
Yeah,
came up.
yeah. Look at that. That's high company there. So most people maybe have a little tougher time getting
Depends on
started.
the pitching prospect. I've seen plenty of them come in, have 5 shutout innings, and then other ones just are
Well,
terrible. So
I'm not. Yeah, I
I know
wouldn't talk
Matt
you off.
Harvey had a good first start, I believe.
yeah,
Well,
but
if
I don't remember.
Mackenzie Gore is in that company, then I'm wrong, and I lose a unit bet. But
I will say I did hear a little bit from Gore that he is one of the prospects that the Padres were looking to get up as like sometime this season, not this early, but they are excited about this prospect. So we'll see how that one goes. I still think he gets hit a little bit tonight.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not saying he's going to let up, 6 in his debut and get pulled or anything. I'm not saying that. But could we get a couple runs on each side? Anyway, that's what I'm looking at here.
All right, Nick. Any thoughts here on Braves and Padres?
Yeah, I took a shot with the Bravos here. Atlanta money line, I got it at -105. It is just, I think I think this is a bounce back spot for them. I don't know too much about Mackenzie Gore. I think that Kyle Wright right now is the pitcher you can rely on a little bit more. So that's kind of where I was going with this game is for Atlanta to get the job done. So Braves money line -105.
All right. And I'll move on to last pitch. Basically, anything else that anybody else wants to say. Nobody did request any games. So I'll go over the picks that I have for any games that we didn't talk about. I took Nationals first 5 money line, which actually started an hour ago. So I've not looked. I don't know how that's doing.
Nationals? No, it didn't.
It didn't start
Nationals
at
starts at 6:35.
Oh, 6:35. Okay, that's my bad. That was an error by me. Okay, never mind.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, so-
am I missing something here?
yeah. Okay, so that starts at 6:35. So there's still a couple hours. I like Nationals first 5 here. Basically, more of a fade against the Pirates and Keller. I also have some player point props, player hit props, but I'm not going to go over them. If you want to see them, they're in the spreadsheet. And then I didn't pick the Toronto game, but I'll just give my opinion here. I think Chapman, I'm probably going to have a bet on Chapman to hit a home run. It's actually boosted at my book. Obviously, he's facing his old team. And I think we could see a good game here from Chapman. So I have him as one of my hits in my player hit parlays. And then I want to talk anybody off. Chapman to hit a home run. Tim, anything else you want to say about the MLB?
I mean, I have that's from the first 2 games. So Winker to hit a home run, and there was one other guy that I threw in there. I don't remember. Oh, from somebody from that Atlanta game. Dansby Swanson to hit a home run tonight. Just threw 2 of them out there, $10 each. I also have Xander Bogaerts, and I have Eduardo Escobar from the Mets. Those are my 4 home run props, so I figured I'd try that out today. But other than that, nothing else for today.
All right. Occupancy, anything else you want to say about the MLB slate?
Yeah, very brief. Only 2 other looks. I was looking at Matt Olson to get a hit tonight. If people don't mind a lot of chalk, you can get him just get 1 hit at minus about 180. If you want to add that to a parlay, or he's just had a slow start with his hometown team, and I just don't think it lasts. He's a great player. And then the only other look was potentially the under 4.5 first five in the Astros Mariners game. They just have been both teams starting slow, and playing good defense, good pitching, all the above. And you get that at minus 115 right now. That's just the only other look I was thinking. Yeah.
All right, Nick. Anything else you want to say about the MLB slate tonight?
And I probably have way too much action. Couple looks. I'm right back on the Dodger run line tonight. Looking at the Rockies a little bit. Yankees first five full game run lines, and I'm on the Pirates and the over in that Pirates game as well. So just a couple other spots I like there.
All right, and I'll bring up the standings here. We got a little bit of time, so we'll just take a look here.
Who's in first place in 3 of those? That's interesting.
Yeah, it's been a good start here to the. Let me 1 second. It's been a good start to the season so far. And I will fix this after. But it's been a good start. We'll try to keep it going here today. And let's see here. So we'll start with dog of the day as we usually do. None for me here. I didn't get to one. No dogs that I really like. There are a couple that are like minus 105, like minus 103 or whatever. And I do have the rule that a dog has to be at plus money. So no dog that I got to here. Nick, you're going with Cleveland.
Yep.
Tim, you didn't choose one?
Nope, I don't have any money on plus money dogs right now.
All right. Bryant went with Philadelphia. Occupancy, is there a dog that you like?
I'll go Cleveland, please.
Cleveland. All right.
Love it.
Looks like Nathan is typing in his picks now, so he might be putting in a dog, but we'll go over that after if he chooses one. Over or under. Obviously, I'm on 2 first 5 totals here, so I had to choose one. I went with San Francisco, Cleveland, first 5 under 4.5. I'm hoping for no runs or very little runs in that game. Nick, you went with Washington, Pittsburgh over 9.
Yep.
Tim went with Atlanta, San Diego over 8.5.
Yep.
Bryant didn't choose one. Nathan went with Washington, Pittsburgh over 9 as well. Occupancy, is there something the total you like?
Yeah. Let's see. I gotta get back up. Today was not the greatest day for me on the show. But let's ride this train a little bit. Let's go. Sorry, I'm just getting the most recent price here. Let's do over 4. First 5.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. Can I do the first 5 over 4 for SF Cleveland?
San Francisco / Cleveland, first 5 over 4.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then Nathan did choose his dog of the day, Cleveland, as well. So he did add Cleveland as well for his dog. And then we will go on to best bets, best parlay pieces. For me, White Sox money line, my best bet. And then parlay piece, I'm taking Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to get a hit. Nick, you went with Cleveland first 5 money line, plus 120. Yankees money line as your parlay piece.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, Atlanta, San Diego over 8.5 for your best bet. Miami plus 1.5 as your parlay piece. Bryant went with Atlanta first 5 money line as his best bet. Yankees money line as his parlay piece. Nathan went with Milwaukee first 5 money line and Yankees money line as his parlay piece. Occupancy, what are you thinking here for best bets and best parlay pieces?
Yeah. Let's go with Miami money line.
I like it.
That's your best bet.
Yes.
Do you have odds for that, or
So it's minus 128 right now.
minus 128? Okay, we'll see if
Yeah.
I'll see after if we can get you better than that.
Yeah.
Best parlay piece.
Yeah, let's go. Let's stick with the same game and do Pablo Lopez over 4.5 strikeouts.
Lopez over 4.5 strikeouts. All right. I like it. See, MLB, like we have different like strikeout props, hit props, like first 5 under, full game. Like there's so much you can really do in baseball. So it's awesome. That is it. That is the show. Best luck to everybody tonight. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate all the support. If you like the content, smash the like button. Again, we appreciate all the support. We'll be on the NHL show in around 23 minutes for the 2 games. And we'll go over the 2 games. Huge slate tomorrow. 15 baseball games, 14 hockey games, 4 NBA playoff games. Huge
And way too much money invested.
So best of luck to everybody tonight. Hopefully we'll all do well so that we can afford
Bet everything tomorrow.
Yeah. Best of luck to everybody, and we'll see you again. Thanks, guys.